Hi, I'm Jeff Fretz. Welcome to Axiory's news broadcast. Here's your latest high-impact market news for the week ending January 25th. In the U.S., House of Representatives approved the bill to suspend the borrowing limit by a 285 to 144 vote, lifting the government's borrowing limit of $16.4 trillion until May 19th. In the Eurozone, the news that boosted Euro-USD out from recent range was that the ECB said on Friday that 278 banks would repay 13.7 billion euro, or 30% of the long-term refinancing operation loan on January 30th. That's significantly higher than the market's expectation of around 100 billion euro and was a sign of a better than expected improvements in the long-troubled Eurozone's banking system. In addition, economic data also supported the euro. After its rate-setting meeting, the BOJ doubled its inflation target to 2% at the January meeting, although the decision was dissented by 2 members. The BOJ was also surprised the market by introducing an open-ended purchase program. Yet, the market appeared dissatisfied that the program would commence only in January 2014. The market had anticipated it would extend the current asset buying program. IMF lowered its global economic forecast. The world lender forecast that the world GDP would expand 3.5% in 2013 and then 4.1% in 2014. IMF noted that a near-term outlook for the euro area had been revised downward, even though progress in national adjustment and strengthened EU-wide policy response to the euro area crisis reduced tail risks and improved financial conditions for sovereigns in the periphery. Now the most important upcoming fundamental news for the week starting January 28th. Selected for you according to market movement significance. In the week ahead, investors will be anticipating Wednesday's preliminary data on U.S. fourth quarter growth as markets attempt to gauge the strength of U.S. economic recovery. The same day, the U.S. is to release data on private sector payrolls compiled by payroll processing firm ADP. Monetary policy decisions by the Federal Reserve will also be in focus. Market participants will also be anticipating Friday's U.S. closely watched government report on non-farm payrolls and the unemployment rate, while the Institute of Supply Management is to publish a report on manufacturing activity. The Eurozone rose to 11th-month highs against the dollar on Friday as sentiment on the single currency was boosted by optimism that the Eurozone crisis is abating. The euro strengthened broadly after the European Central Bank said 278 Eurozone banks are to repay 137 billion euro in central bank loans next week, indicating that liquidity pressure in the bloc has eased. The euro also found support after a report showed that Germany's IFO index of business confidence improved and beat expectations. In the week ahead, investors will be anticipating Wednesday's preliminary data on U.S. fourth quarter growth, monetary policy decision by the Federal Reserve, and Friday's U.S. non-farm payrolls report. The U.S. dollar rose to its highest level against the yen in more than 2.5 years on Friday, after Japanese government officials said the yen still had room to weaken. On Thursday, Japan's Deputy Economy Minister said an exchange rate of 100 yen to the dollar would not be a concern to the government. The yen moved higher against the dollar and the euro earlier in the week after easing measures announced by the Bank of Japan fell short of some market expectations. The Bank of Japan said that Tuesday that it was adopting a 2% inflation target and agreed to an open-ended commitment to asset purchases beginning next year, following political pressure from Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's government to step up efforts to combat deflation. Finishing up our broadcast, we present the multi-trader section. Each week we present a strategy with its description and current trading details to support your investment decisions. This week, multi-trader strategy is Trader's Cap, which is one of the average risk strategies. It made 0.73% profit last week, and today we have chosen its percentage of winning trades and average win-loss ratio to give you more insight into its performance characteristics of this strategy. This strategy has won 66% of the 738 trades made in the last 3 months with an average win-to-loss ratio of 0.67. All the strategies with information about performance and other characteristics can be found on our website. That's all for this week. Tune in February 4th for more in-depth currency news that matters to you. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Goodbye.